Greetings and welcome to City of Destiny, a part of the Untold Stories Project. I am your host and game master, Aaron. This is our actual play of the Emerald City Knights adventure series for Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system that allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination in a robust system that has enough crunch to be satisfying, but does not require a degree in advanced math to figure out whether or not you hit. One of those beautiful things about Mutants and Masterminds is the inclusion of hero points. These allow the heroes to re-roll a die roll, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use a power in new and unusual ways. Heroes will each start with one of these hero points, and they can get additional points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, from me using their complications against them, and by your generosity. That's right, if you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to the stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network. All of those likes, follows, subscribes, bits, and whatnot help keep us visible and growing and pay our bills. Now, speaking of those players, let's meet them, shall we? Say, gobble gobble, heroes.
Gobble gobble, heroes.
Gobble gobble,
Gobble heroes.
Let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, something interesting about them, and answer our question of the week, which is, what would be the perfect vacation for your character? And we will start it off with Brandon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon. I play Portal, a superhero able to create teleportation portal gateways between two different places. And I think if he could go to vacation anywhere, I think it would probably be San Francisco Pride.
Ooh, that is fun.
I think he'd have a good time there. And he probably could use it with his experiences thus far. So I am going to go ahead and pass it off to Aunt Puppy.
Hi guys, I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Keone. She is she has ice powers. Her name derives from the goddess of snow, so seemed appropriate since she controls snow and ice and all that fun stuff. I feel like her vacation spot would be somewhere super warm, like the polar opposite of her powers. She would just want to sit on a beach with cute people bringing her cabana drinks and just doing nothing. I think would be ideal for her. So I'm not used to having to pass it to anyone, so I'll pass it to Howard.
Hi, I'm Howard. I play Bulwark, the tough old man. He would go back to Japan if he had the chance. He spent like 15 years there after his kids were grown doing some work, and he'd like to go back at some point, and didn't think he'd be able to before now. But I will pass it to Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play Professor Cephalopod, who, as always, is a giant octopus in a mech suit. I think that his ideal vacation is one that he can't actually have anymore. And that would be probably someplace warm and tropical with his family. After that, it would probably be to go to the Science and Engineering Festival, which is basically a nerd convention, a science nerd convention. So, who's left to pass it to? Alex?
It's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Alex, and as always, I will be playing Ethan, who is the porta potty inspector of magnetism. He is a college student who has a great love for art and a burgeoning respect for his own superpowers that are slowly becoming more powerful as he learns how to use them. As
Keep
for
it.
where he would want to take his vacation, I think the perfect vacation for him would be to go museum hopping in New York City, seeing all the different fine art installations and getting inspiration from the various people on the street who are selling their paintings and doing all that sort of fun stuff for him. Preferably with somebody that he likes, but he also could do it on his own if he wanted to.
Oh, all right. I'll go with you.
And the real question here is, who would that someone be at this point?
Oh,
I was gonna say,
that's an on the spot question.
His stepmom.
No, I'm not going anywhere with Riley.
Riley would love to go to New York.
You
I'm
could
sure
take
she
the
would.
old guys with you. They'll go with you.
Yeah, you could inconspicuously take the giant octopus with you. I feel like no one would notice.
I mean,
If there's
it's
a
New York.
place on Earth where no one will notice a giant octopus in a mech suit, it's New York City.
True. That is true.
Ethan might try
Actually,
to con people into thinking that Seth was his art project.
I think Seth would. I think Seth would fit in Tijuana.
Ooh. I was gonna say, Seth, no one would bat an eye at Seth in Freedom City either, but
Or Dragon Con.
or Dragon Con.
Dragon Con.
Well, no, they'd bat an eye at him, but
They'd want to get pictures with
Only
him.
because they want pictures.
right, exactly. I mean, they'd be impressed, but they wouldn't think it was weird.
Nobody would be mad about it.
Right.
Did
All
you
right.
do that yourself?
Yes, I did. So when last we saw our heroes, they had been racing off to the scene where an Aegis transport had come under attack by a group of villains who were apparently auditioning for the Fraternity of Evil. While there, the heroes ended up fighting a humanoid gator, a man who could disintegrate people with a touch, a woman who could warp reality, a humanoid being of tar, and Trinity, the dancer at Joy's who they had been in search of, although they were unaware of the fact that she could fly and fire electrically charged plasma out of her hands.
It's hot.
What?
That's hot.
It is hot. After they defeated the heroes, after they defeated the villains, our heroes turned them over to Aegis, although the reality warping girl and the gator both got away. They did a little bit of snooping into what the contents of the transport were. And then they basically went their separate ways to rest and recuperate. So we're going to skip ahead a few weeks in the lives of our heroes. They have begun to kind of settle into their routines. There's been, some minor altercations with criminals, mostly non-super powered, but there has been the occasional stormer powered super criminal. They've been balancing their heroic life with their daily routines and families and jobs. Well, actually, do any of you really have a job other than Peter, who is at this point mostly just living inside the tower?
My job is college student.
Right.
I'm a giant octopus.
Right, exactly.
In a mech suit.
In a mech suit.
I'm retired.
Yep. So I guess Peter's the only one who has a job, which he might not have kept now that he doesn't necessarily need one to pay his bills.
He probably would, just to keep in touch with people, but I imagine kind of the stuff he does with nonprofits pretty flexible
Probably.
hours, so he can kind of work as needed.
Isn't having a job part of his parole too?
I think we might count as a job for his parole.
Yeah.
More importantly, I need money so that I can, pay for drinks at Oz.
All right. So we are going to be catching up with the heroes on a Thursday morning in late November. It's very specifically Thanksgiving morning. Um, we're going to start off with a drone flying over a house that is just outside of the downtown. It's a smallish house. It's a 3-bedroom, and the drone flying over it sees, goes down, looks in through the windows, and sees a young man laying on the couch, his feet in tennis shoes on the couch, browsing his phone with earbuds plugged in, while the Macy's Day Parade is on the television. This young man is Damien. He is, the drone gets close enough and extends out a little listening device where it can hear that in the kitchen there is a woman and two women, one who is, adult in her 40s, maybe early 50s, the other whom is in her early 20s, preparing, all of the things that need to be done to create a Thanksgiving dinner. Professor Cephalopod, what else would you like to spy on using this drone?
I'm just gonna check the house generally to make sure that I'm the only weird thing happening there.
That's fair.
But mostly it's just going to be focused on the kids.
Okay.
Seeing what they're doing and being very sad and broody.
Yeah. Give me
a tentacle slides
tentacles
down
wrapping around
the
the monitor.
Yeah. Give me your choice of either technology or perception.
Go with technology because that's his thing. Is it 28?
Okay. You're able to, the drone is able to zoom into the screen of Damien's smartphone, and he is listening to a podcast recording of the Night Watchman.
Do I know what that is?
You do. The Night Watchman is a late night talk show host on local radio in Emerald City. He's not quite into Alex Jones territory.
Oh God.
But yeah.
So Bill Cunningham, for those of us who live in Cincinnati.
He has some very strong opinions about the Stormers and the new heroes in town, and does not approve of them.
Well, he's going on my list.
Your list?
Yeah, my list. Ignore that. I don't have a list.
List? What list? Who said list?
That's terrifying.
What did you say about a list? Okay, but I will actually make note of that because he has his feet on the sofa. He knows that is not allowed. And
Zap.
and he's listening to that. So, yep. Okay.
After a while, there the older woman who is comes out and smacks his feet off the couch and says, boy, take those headphones out and help your sister make, and I'm set the table for dinner. And he kind of grumbles and grudges as he pauses the podcast and sticks his hands in his pocket as he walks into the kitchen. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move away from this domestic scene. Over to Marshall's condo.
Condo.
Yep. At the moment, it is, it's still morning. Marshall is there with his daughter, Leslie. Lisa had stayed the night in her, on campus. And Lyle had stayed over there with her. Kind of the, hey, we'll let the siblings bond and all that. So, Leslie is awake and still in, a robe and over her pajamas, but drinking coffee. Is Marshall an early riser or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you've already been up for a couple of hours by the time she gets up. Not that she sleeps in terribly, but,
But Marshall gets up at 4 a.m.
How else are you supposed to be having dinner by 4 and in bed by 6?
Exactly.
I'm not that bad. Gotta stick to the schedule all you youngins have, as well as my granddaughter.
It's true.
I'm trying to make sure I use my new walker in the house because I know I'll get shit if I don't, even though I don't need it anymore.
Okay. So making a point of using the walker and trying to make it seem like he still needs it. And, so she's gently probing you with questions about, how things are going here in the city, whether or not it's been too crazy with all of the new superheroes. And
things are going fine. I've got Lisa here. I've got Bill and Jennifer, who I've worked with years ago, who both teach at ECU. I'm kind of mentoring a friend of Lisa. She met someone on campus and he seemed a little lost, so I've been helping him out. He might be here for lunch, hopefully. He's a good kid. He just needs a little direction.
What's his name?
Peter?
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're staying busy, Dad.
Be warned, he will probably flirt with you.
I'm old enough to be his mother.
He flirted with me once.
Oh. Understood. Well, let's get that. Let me finish this coffee and let's get food started so that when Lisa and Lyle come back over, we're close to ready to eat.
All right, and I'll wait till she goes off to wash her face and get dressed before I, open the oven and slide the turkey in with one hand instead of
one hand and no oven mitt.
Right.
And no oven mitt.
Right. All right. From here,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sure that we've all heard Ethan complaining about having to spend Thanksgiving with his father.
Yeah.
Well, but is it, I guess, knowledge within the team that Keone's going with him?
Probably.
Okay. Because I would have invited her if she wasn't, or if I didn't know that she was.
I think that's fair to assume that you would know that she'd been invited.
Okay.
maybe not the details of make sure to invite Miss
34C.
34C, but
Yeah, some friends of Lisa's and Peter's might be stopping by. A kid named Ethan and his girlfriend, Miss 34C. What?
I mean, Cindy. Speaking of Ethan, so you're going to be going over to your dad's for Thanksgiving dinner, bringing
His
Cindy
dad
with
and
you.
his dad and his stepmom.
And stepmother.
Yeah. I'm pre-gaming.
Your
But for
stepmom
the
is
morning,
pre-gaming?
No, I'm pre-gaming.
well, for the morning, Tommy and Raina we're getting together and invite you along to watch the parade together. Before Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go make that bad decision. That feels exactly what Ethan would do. I'm going to go with them.
So here are my two questions. And I will let Brandon and Aunt Puppy tell me the answers to them.
Oh,
Oh
God.
Lord.
Brandon, does Tommy invite Peter to join them for watching the parade?
Probably.
Okay. Would Peter accept?
Yeah.
Okay. Aunt
Peter
Puppy, would Cindy go and watch the parade with them?
No.
Okay.
Because not because she doesn't want to. She wants to, but she would be on the call with her family then. Because
Okay.
that would be the time. The timing would work out because they're on the other side.
I
So-
made
Right.
Ethan the third wheel.
Yes. Yes. I may join them later, but at the beginning, no, I would not be there.
Okay. So, Ethan, Peter, Tommy, Raina, and her brother Alonzo are all gathered in the basement kind of viewing room of Raina's house, or Raina's parents' house. And from upstairs, you can hear her parents chattering as they're cooking and preparing food, and most of it is in Spanish, but I don't know if any of you actually have Spanish as a language.
I don't speak Spanish.
Obviously, Reina and Alonzo both understand their parents, but and you're watching the parade, and it's fun, it's silly. There's the all of the pop stars are there, and there's the floats, and there's performances from Six and Wicked and Captain Thunder the musical.
Oh my God.
Wait, if I knew Captain Thunder was going to be there.
Well, I mean, Captain Thunder isn't there. Captain Thunder's retired, but there's a musical about him.
But Adam Pascal is there doing his best impersonation.
I could see Adam Pascal as Ray Gardner, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Raina's getting into it, although she's sketching away. Tommy is trying to figure out how affectionate he can be to Peter.
Peter is sitting on Tommy's lap.
And Tommy looks both pleased and very uncomfortable.
I was saying, which probably makes it even more difficult for Tommy to figure out.
Yeah. Raina is happily ignoring Tommy's discomfort. Alonzo is kind of being an asshole, is really the only way to describe it. Just very dismissive of you, and pointedly gets up and like walks across the, walks past the TV screen to go upstairs and get a snack during the performances, and goes off on a rant when members of the Freedom League are being interviewed by Al Roker about, how superheroes never actually do anything useful or.
By the way, he has to take a few more frequent trips than he would expect, because I swore I had another handful there.
Nice.
As just little portal, just big enough for my hand. Shoop.
Got it.
What's your problem with the Freedom League, dude?
It's just, look, they're flashy and they draw a lot of attention, but they drain money from the cities, and they're not accountable to anyone. No one elected them. No one chose them. They just decided, hey, I've got power and I'm going to appoint myself as the protector of the city. Bullshit.
Would you rather they were like robbing banks and blowing people up? That's like the other choice, right? Like if you have powers, you have to be a good person or a bad person.
Or you could just be a person. You don't have to do either.
I don't think I agree with you, Alonzo.
Yeah, well, fine. Whatever.
Feels like a little green monster is approaching.
Yeah. What do you think about the Stormbreakers?
So, a couple of people who were lucky enough to get powers in Silver Storm have decided that they're going to be the Freedom League for the West Coast. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go get a refill.
So it's general knowledge that one of the Stormbreakers is sitting in their basement or living room or wherever they're watching this television, right?
Not general knowledge.
No, I think we've decided that Peter has a loose identity in that he doesn't really have a secret identity, but it also isn't
public.
Right. Okay.
It's not like everyone knows that Steve Rogers is Captain America in the MCU, but
yeah, if Lex Luthor took off Portal's mask, he'd say, "I have no idea who this person is."
This, yes.
Yeah.
That is a wonderful reference to a wonderful
Barry
moment in
Allen.
a wonderful cartoon.
Um,
But yeah, it's more like he doesn't have a secret identity. Anyone who does any kind of digging would find it, but he also recognizes that his friends have secret identities, and so he doesn't want to be obvious so that people go, hey, why is Ethan hanging out with Portal all the time?
Yeah.
Because he's cute.
I mean, that would be the answer.
Basically, it's that nobody knows enough about Peter to dig it up. It's not like, I mean, he's gone from being a runaway to being in juvie to living at the Claremont Academy to here. So there aren't a lot of normal people in Peter's life. So
that's fair. I'm gonna look over Raina's shoulder and see what she's working on.
She is working on what looks like a sketch version of a mural that she wants to do. That is actually a mural of the Stormbreakers. And as soon as Alonzo is out of earshot, she just kind of says, he's been such a prick for the last couple of months. I mean, he's always been, kind of arrogant and dismissive, but, now that he's getting ready to graduate from Elysian, he's just, it's been hell. I've been so glad that he lives on campus and that I haven't had to see him regularly.
Yeah, I'm sorry about him.
It's not your fault.
Well, I wish that I could convince him that he's wrong.
Yeah, if you could do that. Peter, you'll notice something while there's the interview on TV.
What did I notice?
You notice that Al is talking to Johnny Rocket, who Johnny Rocket does have his speed back now, right?
No, he does not. He is still powerless.
Okay. So he's talking to Johnny Rocket, which makes sense. Johnny Rocket could then be a spokesperson because he isn't out running off on missions.
Not running anywhere.
With Johnny Rocket, there is the new Lady Liberty. And there is a man wearing Raven's costume. And Johnny introduces him to Al, saying, "Hey, Al, you haven't had a chance to meet yet, but I wanted to introduce the world to the new Raven."
I get out my phone. I text Raven. So I'm watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade and ...
What?
Question mark, kiss emoji.
Yeah. ... question mark.
There's not an immediate response. And Al is talking to Raven and saying, well, what can you tell us about yourself? And he says, well, obviously we have to maintain certain secrets, but I've been training and working with the Freedom League and with Raven for some time, and Raven has chosen to pass the identity on to me. So I'll be taking her place with the League, and I look forward to proving myself worthy of the trust of Freedom City. Well, we'll have to have you back on the Today Show to tell us more. Coming up next, it's the Pikachu balloon after this commercial break.
Yay.
Under his breath, Peter says, I mean, I guess not like she couldn't choose me. She's clearly been planning this a while.
Maybe that's you from the future.
Oh, God. This world could only handle one Peter at a time.
I'm
That's not how
questioning
Peter
whether
feels
or
about
not
it.
I'm questioning
Plan
whether or
people
not this
every
world
time.
is handling one.
Aaron, Ethan would offer to help Raina with the mural when she decides she wants to go and actually paint it wherever she's painting it.
Okay. She will. She'll say, "Yeah, no, that'd be great. I could definitely use a hand."
Well, I got two of them.
How does Ethan ask it? In other words, I want to insight check my my colleague.
Okay.
I want to know, is he trying to put the moves on two girls at the same time? Should I be proud of him? I got a 12.
You're not proud of him.
You're not really sure. Yeah.
It's an art project.
But it's Ethan, so you assume you're incorrect.
I mean, you know, Ethan, he's kind of stumbly and awkward, but he's Ethan.
So kind of stumbly and awkward. It's like Hugh Grant. You can't tell if he's actually flirting or not.
I want to see that movie.
All right. At the same time, Cindy is in her. Are you in your apartment or are you in the tower?
I still have a month left before I'm allowed to leave my dorm. So I'm in the dorm, just kind of packing and explaining everything to my parents.
Skyping with your parents?
Yeah.
Okay. So they know about your secret identity then. I mean, they knew about your powers, definitely, but
Correct.
They know you are Keone. They know
Yeah, I pretty much tell them everything.
Okay. Cool.
We're very close.
No, that works.
Creepy close.
Okay. So you guys might even be like, you're separated by, several hundred miles, but you're watching the parade together through the magic of technology.
Correct.
Everyone's still in their pajamas.
Yeah, we'll do, the wake up in the morning thing with the hot chocolate, and we're all wearing our matching family pajamas.
Yep.
This is why I said I would never do any conversation in front of anybody with my parents.
Fair.
Because I can't let anyone see me sitting in like a puppy dog onesie with my parents in cat onesies. So like,
right. No,
I mean, have that.
No, that'd be terrible.
Way too cool for that.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got to keep up appearances. So she's sitting there and telling her parents kind of everything that's going on, that she's moving out of the dorm and into the tower, and I should have better internet connection, no bills to pay. They're mad because they think I'm leaving school, but I'm not. But I kind of am, but I'm not.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But they don't want to argue because it's Thanksgiving, so they don't want to be mad.
Yep. All righty.
But after I finish my call, I'll text Ethan and ask him where to go, and I'll get changed.
Okay.
Not in front of him this time, just on my own.
Would that be after the parade is over, or?
Probably, yeah, because my parents would want to see Santa with me.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah. So I'll send a text after the parade's over and let Ethan know that I'm done with my call with my parents and that I'm on my way.
All right.
I will send another very, very heartfelt thank you.
And then I'll have to keep having him remind me what my name is.
It's Ryler. Ryler.
Right.
I feel like I don't think I could keep that up forever. I could be like, just call me Cindy.
And don't ask why.
Yeah, don't ask why.
I'm here for it.
All right. Oh my.
This is gonna go great.
It's fine, I'm sure.
So I guess then that begs the question of,
it's gonna go great because Cindy's bringing wine.
Ethan, do you tell Cindy to come meet you at Raina's, because the dog show's starting, or are you heading over to your father's now?
I will go and be a gentleman and pick Cindy up on the way to my dad's house.
Don't you ride the bus?
I was just
I don't have to. I've got a flying disc.
He chooses it for his artistic inspiration. He rides the bus.
That's true.
Doesn't he have a rich daddy? He should know how to drive.
I mean, I know how to drive. I just don't have a car.
With Uber, you don't need a car.
I will Uber over to
There you go.
Cindy's house.
All right.
Gotta call an Uber on Thanksgiving. Ethan's
Oh
not.
yeah, that's shitty.
My dad's rich. I'm an asshole. Sometimes.
He also has established that he's pre-gaming, so he probably shouldn't be driving anyway.
That is also true.
Although really, if it's anything like San Francisco with the nice buses, I wouldn't be opposed to riding the bus. I ride the bus.
Don't drink and
Although
drive.
I would be prefer to be picked up by, in a fancy car from one of his daddy's drivers.
That's probably that makes sense. I will do that.
I'm not completely sure that riding the bus doesn't still give Ethan PTSD, though.
Oh, that's true.
All right, so you want to say
the
your
bus crash is
father
the best thing that ever happened to me.
Your father has sent a car?
Yeah, I will say that.
Okay. Sounds good. When the text from Cindy, arrives saying, that she's ready and, asking what to do, Raina does kind of look and go, oh, Who's texting you?
Yeah, Ethan, who's texting you?
A colleague. I have to go. Bye. It's Wadsworth. I have to go see my father's butler. He's outside.
Father's
Goodbye.
butler wears a 34C.
He does that and he buttles.
Puddles.
You want to give me a deception check?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's tied to the success of a roll. I got a 15.
Okay.
That's good for a D&D character.
It is. Raina kind of gives kind of a puzzled look on her face, but says, "Okay, well, I'll catch up with you later."
Yeah, let me know
You
whenever
know-
you want to work on that mural.
It's hilarious that he didn't just say, "Oh, it's my dad. I gotta go."
Right? Exactly.
Like,
Made it so
the
much
answer
more
was
awkward.
right there.
Ethan is a 22 college male.
Uh-huh.
Also, kind of a dumbass.
He is a penis with 2 brain cells.
I mean, that's even giving him some.
Yeah.
Credit.
One of the cells is always asleep.
All
We're
right.
drunk.
Drunk.
Peter, Tommy will, make his excuses, but he has to go spend now that the morning's over, he has to go do Thanksgiving with his family, and he's like, I'm not quite ready to tell them.
I kiss him on the cheek. That's okay.
Um
And
but
I will-
I'll see you tomorrow morning for the run.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yep.
aren't you guys supposed to be there with the mayor to cut the tape?
Ixnay on the Irohe.
Oh, right. Well, I was assuming he was saying this when Raina was not there. Not in Raina and Alonzo, more like while you guys were walking away from their house.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So
All right. Well, I'll be there.
okay.
Nobody told me.
I will, assuming that I see a spot that's appropriate, walk through a portal.
Yep. No, I mean, it's easy that you can just kind of turn into an alley between 2 buildings and.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as I go, I turn around and I blow him a kiss.
Oh, how sweet.
Aaron, do I walk past Alonzo on the way out?
Sure.
Oh no.
I just want to feel if he's got any nanites in his body.
I want to feel him up a little.
I definitely feel like awkwardly walking by him while sticking your hand out is probably not the best thing to do. Just awkwardly
What's up, man? I'll go for a high five.
Okay.
He might not
He
reciprocate
gives you a
it,
high
but-
one in return.
No, he'll give you the awkward high five, but
Like, hey!
give me a perception check.
He was, he was
really, with
awful
anything dealing
complaining.
with
Oh, I got a 12.
With a 12, no, you do not detect any nanites in his body.
that doesn't mean they're not there. You just don't detect them. You have been pre-gaming, so
Have a good Thanksgiving, Alonzo.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, this guy.
Curiously enough, and this doesn't occur to you until you're already out of the house. While you didn't detect any nanites in him, you also didn't detect the
not any nanites.
the artificial hip. No, the artificial hip that that he got when he was 16.
Ethan
You
was
really
going
couldn't
to-
get any read on the space where he was.
dun dun dun.
Ethan will dedicate one of his
He's
brain
fake.
cells to that.
Okay.
Oh, great. Well, your dinner's gonna go real well.
I'm gonna squirrel that away in a compartment.
Fair enough. So Ethan gets into the car provided by by your dad, heads over to Cindy's apartment.
Hi, Wadsworth.
Peter, are you heading straight over to the Carstairs residence?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. So we'll jump back over there for a moment. So
Have the kids shown up yet?
they're going to be there at noon.
Okay.
So
I did warn Peter that my daughter and other grandkid are here, so they don't know. But
okay.
have the questions about my health started yet?
Absolutely. Leslie's, probing and, just doing these, so how's your health going? How's your mobility?
My mobility's going really well. I joined the Silver Sneakers program.
Oh, how's that going?
It's going pretty well. Feel this.
What? Oh, okay. I couldn't see on camera. Like,
Feel what?
Please, it's my daughter. Give me some
I
credit.
know, but I just couldn't see.
Sorry.
And she kind of reaches out and she's like, they do weightlifting with Silver Sneakers?
Well, I mean, you reach a point where you can, not everybody needs the same program and you can customize, and I do a little bit of everything. A little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of just flexibility.
Little bit of Monica.
Plus, it helps me keep up with these kids.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I know you were worried, sweetie, but moving out here's kind of giving me a new lease, because most of the people I'm spending time with are Lisa and the younger generation, college kids, and not where I thought I would be when I came out here, but.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll admit I've been worried about you. There is a ring at the doorbell.
Excuse me, I'll go get the door.
And it's Peter.
Peter, come on in.
The only kind of surprise, Peter, you like.
Peter actually arrives with like a flower thing.
Okay.
It says, I guess I don't know if you needed a display or something.
Oh, thank you.
Centerpiece. That's what they're called, right?
Yep. You didn't have to bring anything. Come on in. Lisa's not here yet, but Leslie is.
Oh, okay.
I'll lead you in. And...
Portal puts it away and is like, hold on, I gotta wait till she comes in for the bouquet. Like, I gotta make an entrance.
Reaches behind his back and pulls out this mammoth bouquet for my daughter.
So yeah, Peter, the woman who is there, clearly looks like she is related to both Marshall and Lisa. She's probably about 50?
A little younger than that, but yeah, mid 40s, late 40s.
Probably late 40s. Okay. In good health. Looks a little bit like she's a type A kind of person.
God, yes.
She's a what?
Type A personality. And
I'll introduce them.
She will smile warmly and stop setting the table long enough to, shake Peter's hand. And
it's just like shaking. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Well, if you'd like to watch TV in the other room, we'll keep getting dinner ready.
Oh, okay. And he'll make his way into the. Because there's probably a couch he'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's. Watch the end of the parade, or what? No, the dog show was next.
Dog
right?
show. Yeah, dog show.
I'll have to remind Leslie of that when she looks up and looks offended by the words of, "Man, what a bitch."
Well,
Sure.
and Ethan sits down like, or Ethan. Peter sits down like very straight, super proper. He's just kind of got his hands in his lap, just kind of watching, but occasionally just kind of looking around and
Dog show.
dog show.
Oh, Luna.
Why does it look like she's in a lot of trouble?
I don't know. Probably because everyone else in the house left, so she came upstairs and she was feeling alone and everything. You're a good girl. She's been very lonely since our other dog died.
When Leslie is otherwise occupied, I'm gonna lean over to Peter. You can relax a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so shortly after Peter arrives, Lisa and Lyle show up. And Lisa's got that beleaguered look of my younger brother is annoying me. I mean, he's not that much younger. I believe he is what, a
13?
junior? Oh, he's 13? Okay. Yeah, no, then never mind. Absolutely, she's like, yeah, I missed you too. God, I'm gonna be glad when you go back home. And he walks in with just a look in his look on his face like the cat who swallowed the canary.
Hey, kiddo. Come here,
Hey.
meet my friend Peter.
He walks over, looks up.
Peter,
Like,
this is my grandson Lyle.
Hey, how you doing?
hey, Peter, huh?
Yeah.
And how do you know my grandpa?
I don't actually.
Oh,
It's
Hi, Lisa.
I was invited by your sister.
oh. What are your intentions towards my sister, mister?
Sister,
That
mister.
rhymes.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I don't care.
Nothing
And
that would nothing that would upset my boyfriend.
Lisa just looks at him and goes, I'm going to kill you, twerp. Peter's just a friend. Hi, Peter. I'm glad you were able to join us for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
All right, where's that portal bouquet?
Lyle will walk out of the living room over to where the guest room and turns on the TV in there and switches it over to the horror movie marathon that's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Something that isn't the dog show.
Right.
Peter will just sit back down where he was sitting.
Okay. And Lisa joins her mom in setting the table and checking the food and whatnot. Leslie, of course, keeps yelling at Marshall to, Dad, sit down. I've got this. I know you said you're doing better, but don't want you to push yourself. I've got this. Okay.
When Lisa's
seen
looking
my
at me
teeth?
and not when Lisa's looking at me and not her mother, I'm gonna roll my eyes.
And Lisa just kind of does this to cover the smirk on her face.
And lean over to Peter and just say, if you know how tempted I am just to tell her just to get her off my back. But that would open up a whole other can of worms.
It looks like it.
I feel like
You
that
all
would
right?
put her further
You're-
on
you're-
your back.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
more.
fine.
I think you're more subdued than I have ever seen you. You can relax a little bit.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Are you still waiting on a text, Peter?
No,
Okay.
no. The kid who was kicked out of his house at 13 years old is in a family event with people who love each other, and he has no idea what to do with it.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
I mean, he's gone from prison to a boarding school to living on his own.
Right. No, that makes sense. Well, runaway to prison.
I hadn't thought
Yes.
about that. I don't know that it would have. I don't know that would occur
Would it
to
hurt? No, probably
Marco
not.
now.
Probably not.
But I'll grab Lisa and tell her Peter looks a little uncomfortable. Can you just? I'm not sure what's wrong. Let's see if he can just get him to relax. Nobody here's got a bite. Your mom might look like it, but
there is a scream from the guest room as someone just took a bite out of someone on the TV.
it takes new reflexes. Oh, horror movie.
And Lyle's like, "Oh, that was gnarly. Oh, so gross." The door to the guest room is closed, by the way. He's just listening to it.
I'm going to go to the other room. I'm going to text Ethan. Did you see Peter this morning? Was he all right? He's acting really weird.
He seemed okay.
Like I say, yeah, Ethan, you're still in the car on your way over to Cindy's at the moment.
He seemed like Peter to me.
He's really subdued. Nothing happened?
No, as
He's
far as I
probably
could
just
tell.
high.
He had a good time with Tommy watching the parade, I think. I was distracted. Don't tell Peter I was distracted.
All right.
That's entrapment. Text back.
Oh my god.
Literally, no
with-
one asked you that.
Have a good holiday. Have a good dinner. Try to enjoy your family. Good luck.
Peter, you do get a text. And it's sorry I didn't tell you first.
At all.
Long story. Everything's okay. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Send. Happy Thanksgiving. Send.
All right.
And then Peter will just continue to sit there processing a whole lot of very complex, contradictory emotions.
Okay.
You can go watch horror movies with Lyle if you want to.
No, I'm
I'm not
good.
gonna be offended.
No, I kind of like the dogs.
Okay.
One thing that you will notice, Peter, during one of the commercial breaks, there's a little, breaking news segment about the fact that Callie Summers has unexpectedly entered the mayor's race in Freedom City.
Hey.
So
It's kind of under myself. Well, okay. I guess that makes sense.
and you would know that Callie Summers is the daughter of the headmaster of
Yeah.
Claremont Academy.
Oh, do I not know that
You
she's
do not know her secret identity, but
Okay.
but you would know that she's the daughter of the headmaster of Claremont Academy and a wealthy industrialist. And
Okay. Then instead it's just like, oh, that's interesting.
yeah, no, I mean it's more about the fact that like I said, the
I know
name
that
will mean
person.
something to you because of the Claremont Academy connection.
Yeah, I've heard of that person.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming that over dinner between the kids arguing, because they haven't had a chance to for a while, even though they
Right.
probably spent the last, and asking about, hearing about school and whatever sports Lyle's into, and asking my daughter about her firm, and trying to include Peter, asking about his school and nonprofit volunteer work. We'll try to keep conversation going without it getting too stilted.
okay.
Peter is utterly overwhelmed, just looking at everything, trying to take it in, and processing a lot of very complex, contradictory emotions.
Okay. Yeah, so dinner is pleasant, but a little awkward. As things are wrapping up, Leslie kind of pulls Marshall aside and says, that Peter seems like a very nice young man. Very polite. You made a good impression because you were, awkward.
That was not me in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly. And at one point, Lyle asks Marshall to, like, hey, Grandpa, can you come? Can I talk to you in the guest room?
Sure. Come on, kiddo.
And
you're going to use my comment against me, aren't you?
What was that?
You're going to use my comment against me, aren't you?
What comment?
So,
for what it's worth, I already had that idea.
Yep.
So as he's walking back to the room, he's walking just a little faster than would be comfortable for you
Me.
a few months ago.
Yeah.
To see if you keep up.
Yep. I probably don't notice that. I'm still thinking what's wrong with Peter.
Uh-huh.
I cause problems even when I'm trying to behave.
You cause more
Isn't it
problems.
glorious?
You cause more problems when you're trying to behave.
So Lyle, when you get there, he closes the door and he pulls out his phone.
Mhm.
And opens up the Photos app and says, so Grandpa, you want to tell me why Lisa's designing costumes for superheroes and taking pictures from her sketchbook?
What a shady little asshole.
Kid's a rat. He's a rat.
Well, I think you probably know the answer to that, but you want to hazard a guess?
Well, if I had to guess, I would guess that you and Lisa were downtown when that Silver Storm happened about a month and a half ago.
We were.
And I'm gonna guess that he flips through the phone, opens up the web browser to a news story about the Stormbreakers.
With the half-naked old man?
No. One of the actual press events. So
okay.
He says, I'm thinking that this looks an awful lot like you.
Dun dun dun.
Promise me one thing.
Yeah.
You will not tell your mother.
No, absolutely not. But I want a tour of the base before we leave.
What a little shit.
Before you get too smug, can I point one thing out?
Sure.
I'll just pick him up with 2 fingers and hold him against the ceiling. I'm not quite the same man I was before. You might be able to outrun me, but
You're still my grandpa. I didn't think you'd hurt me.
I wouldn't. But don't press your luck.
Hey, I think it's cool. I just kind of annoyed that you didn't tell me.
Really? Would you tell you?
All right, fair. I didn't tell Lisa that I know.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I think you guys are gonna have to run interference for me tomorrow morning, because I think some of us are expected at this damn turkey run.
Can I come?
Sure.
Just send them all to the turkey run and you can pretend to sleep in.
Yeah.
I'm too old to get up that early.
I feel like that's the exact opposite an old person would say.
And cut Peter a little bit of slack.
Huh?
Cut Peter a little bit of slack.
Okay.
He's on his best behavior.
Oh. He looks down at the team photo. So is Peter Crucible?
What I believe that the proper phrase is he has too much game to be Crucible.
Okay. That would be.
Wow.
Not from anything that he's seen, though.
Yeah, true.
All I have to do is hear you talk. But no. But that's his thing to tell you.
Okay.
Oh, at some point, we're going to be rescuing the entirety of Marshall's family. I just see
Yeah,
that happening.
I'm sure.
Meanwhile, out in the suburbs, a very nice car pulls up to a very nice as Ethan and Cindy are let out to go have dinner with Dr. Archer Blackwell and his wife Riley.
Thank you for the ride, Wadsworth.
Of course.
I'm just waiting for that guy to go, that is not my name.
For the last time.
I'm Beauregard.
My name is Bob.
Ethan, did you have anything to tell Cindy on the drive over, or anything to warn her about? Or
Cindy was just aggressively drinking in the car. Just aggressively drinking.
That's fair.
The fact that she was picked up in a car made her aggressively drink.
Does she do anything not aggressively? Like, I feel like she sleeps aggressively.
She does. She just starfishes in the bed and just aggressively sleeps in the center.
Just yanks the blankets away from everyone.
I'm sure when she sleeps with someone, it's aggressive, but
Peter can confirm.
Peter doesn't remember.
He'll confirm it anyway.
That's fair. I'll let Cindy know that my dad is kind of an asshole, and this is not going to be a fun time, but we can make it a fun time for ourselves.
Oh, really?
As she's just like downing an entire bottle of wine.
Yep. I'm like, So in my head, she's like riding in the car with them, and she's like looking at the houses get progressively bigger and bigger and bigger as
Yep.
they drive into where she's at, and she's just drinking more heavily. And it's just like this is way different than what I was anticipating. This is the first year I'm without my family. She gets very emotional because she's been drinking a lot.
Start shotgunning a box of wine.
Yeah. I just like IV it in. I'm just like, I can't.
I'm sorry you're not with your family. When we're done here, we can do something fun afterwards if you're not busy tonight.
Ooh. Oh. Peter's head sticks to a portal.
Is someone hitting on someone? It's like the Kool-Aid man of horniness.
Portal's
Oh,
open.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
Peter jumps through a portal. Oh yeah.
You guys make your way up to the door.
I'm holding the wine in my hand, and I'm not realizing that I'm chilling it as I'm holding it.
Okay.
So I'm just like holding it like to hand it in, but it's like starting to freeze.
Okay.
Oh, Cindy, also, my dad doesn't know about the super... I'm going to like look at Wadsworth and say, superpower thing.
Oh, he dropped you off at the
Oh.
walkway up to the house while he goes to park the car in the garage.
Awesome.
Mumbling about how his name is not Wadsworth.
Right.
My dad doesn't know about the superpower thing, so I won't tell him about your powers, and I would appreciate it if we don't talk about what we've been up to the last couple of
Does
weeks.
Cindy know who your stepmother is?
Probably.
I mean, she's met her, but does she know that she's your stepmother?
I think I just assumed it was a girl he knew because they're the same age.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, you guys have ribbed me about it, but I think that's all been out of character. I don't think Ethan has told anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like Tommy would have thought that was information that she needed to have before you.
And I feel like Riley definitely, in the month that we've all been operating, definitely would have let that out.
Yeah, there's no way
in
that
some fashion.
There's no way it's gone. Well, I mean, she's never talked to Crucible like he's her stepson.
No,
She
but I
introduced
just feel
herself.
like she would mention it, and
I think over the course of my flirting with her constantly,
yeah.
I'll get,
Yeah, 'cause
I'll
she
get the
mentioned that
name
she
of her
was
husband
married.
at some point.
Oh, I
I'll
mean,
get the name of her husband at some point.
she'll definitely tell. I mean, you would know her husband's name absolutely.
But would we put?
But
two
at
and
some
two
point, she would
together?
probably even look at you and say, "You know, Portal, I think you're the same age as my stepson." Ethan.
I would look at her and be like, but I'm older than you.
Yeah, like what?
I'm broken.
But no, I think at this point you would know. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think Tommy would have let you walk into that unprepared.
Ethan might be that mean, but Tommy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
wasn't.
feel like maybe he'd be setting him up to fail.
No,
No,
no.
not
Tommy
that kind of
likes
friend.
you. Tommy likes you. He wouldn't want.
Not me setting Ethan up to fail. To
Tommy
where-
wouldn't want to incur your wrath.
That too.
Ooh,
He
that's
knows that you
true.
stab things.
Keone
That's
loves
true.
to stab people.
Yeah.
And as somebody whose
We're
weakness
working on
is
that.
stabbing,
So yes, you guys get up to the door, and you're shown in by the butler. And when you get there, the meal is already laid out on the table. Riley is there, wearing a very beautiful dress that you're sure has at least a 4-figure price tag.
I'm wearing a dress from the thrift store.
Right.
I came in a t-shirt and jeans.
Dr. Blackwell is wearing, not black tie and tails, but is wearing a suit and tie.
Hi, Dad.
Ethan, glad that you are able to join us.
It was
And
my pleasure.
Who is this charming creature?
Oh
She's
God.
not a
You're
creature. This is my friend, Ryler.
Ryler.
I hand him the wine that is now like almost completely solidified in ice. Here,
And
you can
half
call me
empty.
Cindy. And I just like super awkward.
He takes the bottle, takes your hand, brings it up, and does the kiss on the.
Oh God, I don't like this guy. I hate
Shut
this
up,
guy.
guys! Let him be. Shut up!
Your dad's gonna take your girlfriend, Ethan.
We're the same ages. I'm the same age as his wife.
It's true. And Riley walks over and gives you a hug and says, "It's so nice to get to finally meet you. I've been wondering who you are ever since I happened to notice you're in Ethan's apartment. So glad that you're with him. I worry about him sometimes."
You should have been like, I'm
Oh
so
my
glad you're
God.
with him. We thought you weren't real.
I mean, there's a little bit of that, yeah. That's definitely the subtext. She's very glad to know that you don't live in Canada.
I sent you into another school, guys.
Which is actually true.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I will give Riley a firm handshake.
You try to get
Handshake.
She does the pull you in and gives you a hug and kisses you on the cheek.
Oh God, so awkward.
I hate
I know.
everything about
Well,
this.
because I'm trying to make because I don't know if she can recognize me or not. So I'm just like awkwardly trying to make sure she doesn't recognize me.
You don't think
As
she
you freeze random objects around you.
I know. I keep making snowstorms on accident. Like, oh shit.
I wonder if my dad's gonna
Drunken
notice we just took the bottle of
snowstorms.
wine out of his car.
Probably not.
Brought it as a gift.
It wouldn't have been chilled if it was in
No,
his
I brought a bottle of wine, but I switched it out because
Hmm.
I brought like a $2 chuck because that's what I could afford.
That's fair.
So I swapped it out in the car.
She brought boxed wine, so
You probably could have gotten better wine from the tower if you just brought it from there.
That's true. Yeah, but I don't think about that yet. I'm not there full time yet.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
I will pull the chair out for Cindy.
Okay.
I'll go take my spot at the table.
Wait, did Ethan know my actual name?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think I ever introduced myself to anybody, so nobody actually knew my name.
Again, it's been a month. I'm assuming at some point it has come up.
Yeah,
I don't know. With Keone, I think it's fair they might not have.
no, I fully see Keone just being like, no, I'm not telling you my name.
Right,
Yeah,
but again, she left her things in Ethan and Tommy's apartment, and Tommy went through her wallet and her phone.
That's true. He could snoop. Yeah, that's true. Maybe Tommy held it over his head, like I know what her name is and you don't. Like,
Jerk.
Jerk.
And
oh, this is
you
gonna
would
be
have had to
fun.
have something else to call her other than Keone when you guys all went out for your night on the town.
Been calling her Ryler.
Yeah.
Ryler.
Oh my god.
All right. Anywho, so yes, you guys sit down for dinner, and Dr. Blackwell goes, starts talking all about the wonderful work that Riley has been doing as the publicist for the Stormbreakers, and
You don't say.
how proud he is of her, and how amazing it is that she's managed to. I mean, there's definitely a kind of a condescending thing,
Mhm.
like
God, I hate this guy.
I mean, it's like,
And also
yeah,
underlying her.
she's my 20 years younger trophy wife, and she's actually accomplishing more than my good for nothing son has. And there's no need for an insight check. That is it's not even the subtext. I mean, it's not text, but it's
Mhm.
I feel like there's also that really gross her accomplishments are my accomplishments because she belongs to me
oh yeah,
in there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I hate this guy so much.
Apparently, y'all need to start a club because so does Ethan.
Yeah. He is also, very very quick to ask Cindy, like, well, what are you doing? What are you studying in school? And
Oh crap!
Biodynamics.
Yeah, I'm
What
literally
is she studying?
I'm studying art history, which is literally the thing that she gives her son. He gives his son shit about.
No. He gives
Yeah.
us shit about art, not art history.
Okay, I could work at a museum.
Well, and of course, there is that element of the fact that he gives his son shit about his art, but you tell him that you're studying art history and he says, oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Conservation or
Well, it's the perfectly acceptable major of a future trophy wife.
exactly.
Yep. God, I hate this guy.
When he starts using art terminology, Ethan just starts fuming.
You just see like cartoon steam coming out of his ears.
The silverware rattles a little bit on the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say his silverware accidentally falls off the table.
Okay.
At this point, I'm just wondering if every single episode of this show is subtitled Ethan's horrible, awful, no good, very bad day.
Look, Alex gave me a character who was clearly inspired by Peter Parker.
If Uncle Ben was an asshole.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, when he looks over, there's a fork hovering in the air behind his dad's head.
Dad, I'm working on some art projects too. If you're interested in conservation or the creation of new works.
No.
And Riley says, oh, that's great, Ethan. Tell us about it.
I'm working on a mural with another talented artist downtown. About the Stormbreakers.
Oh.
Since you seem to be so proud of Riley working with the Stormbreakers, Dad.
So you're saying you can't even do artwork on your own?
Oh God. Sydney's just like,
I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
just keep drinking.
Yeah, I just like just awkwardly
Cindy,
drink in silence.
It's bad, Cindy, when Riley leans over and refills your cup.
Yeah.
Yes, and she does. Actually, Keone, give me an insight check.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
I'm terrified to push this button.
Push it.
I had a nickel every time I heard
Push
that.
Look at
You
12.
have a nickel.
Okay. Okay, nothing. I mean, it's awkward, but you don't read anything other than, wow, this is fucking awkward.
This is awkward as. Yep.
So
as much as Portal doesn't understand like the loving family dynamic, like I don't understand the awkward family dynamic because my parents and I are so close.
Yeah, it feels like the two of you should have gone to each other's event.
Perfectly comfortable.
Ethan, Riley will make sure to get the information about Raina's mural and be like, well, maybe we can make an event when it's ready and we can have it unveiled.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if the Stormbreakers and I could be there to unveil the artwork.
Oh shit. No.
I love that he just said that and doesn't realize what he just said.
And as soon as dinner is done and coffee has been served after dinner, Riley will say, well, Ethan, I know that I know you're really busy and probably have other things that you need to go take care of tonight. So thank you so much for coming. It's not that she's trying to push you out the door so much as you can tell that she is trying to give you an opportunity to exit gracefully.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't take it. Don't take it.
Thanks, Riley. Cindy and I have plans downtown.
Well, that's great. I'll
Yep.
also,
Unmarried young people plans.
I like
I'm
I like
glad you-
awkwardly curtsy to say goodbye. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Because downtowns are such happening places on Thanksgiving night.
There's at least one karaoke bar that's open.
There's an
I
ice
mean,
skating
people
rink.
live down there too. So
Yeah, there's an
So
ice
they-
skating rink downtown.
They both fly up to my balcony drunk and knock on the door.
Ethan will offer to go ice skating with Cindy.
oh god,
Okay.
yeah, that seems like a great idea.
nobody is ever going to lose a limb that way.
There, now she could stab me on accident.
Accidentally on purpose.
All right, so you two make your awkward exit.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks, Dad. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was delicious. As I like awkwardly keep curtsying and bowing like as we walk out.
Backing out of the room like he's the queen.
Yeah. Like don't turn your back on him.
Right. Riley gives Cindy a big hug, saying it was so nice to meet you. And then she kind of whispers, "Thank you for coming. I'm sure you made it a lot less awkward for Ethan."
Wow, that was less awkward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, his dad was behaving
Uh-huh.
in front of company.
wow.
And then she'll give a hug to Ethan as well. And just kind of gives you a sympathetic look.
Aw, your stepmom pities you.
Thanks, Riley. Have a good night.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And I will respectfully put myself between Cindy and my dad's eye line so he doesn't ogle her as we walk away.
Too late.
All right. Meanwhile, what's Seth doing?
He's still just tentacles wrapped, or more of them now, slightly squeezing the monitor, and he's just like, his face is basically pressed against the monitor,
Oh,
watching.
Angst.
Not creepy or anything.
Octopus angst.
Angstopus?
you know, Damien is surly all the way through dinner, but Diana and Suzanne are doing their best to be happy and cheerful. They do have a toast to both to Cyrus and Diana, or no, Carol. Your wife was Carol.
Yeah.
They have a toast to Carol and Cyrus, and just remembering them, and that's the one time that Damien kind of stops being surly, raises his glass respectfully, and
If octopuses could cry, I don't think they can.
no, they can't. Meanwhile, at the Marshall, or at the Carstairs home, dinner wraps up. After dinner's done, Lisa puts The Wizard of Oz on TV. There is pie.
Well, while they watch The Wizard of Oz, I'll offer to take, well, not before he's done eating and has had his fill. I'll offer to give Peter a lift home if he needs it.
No, I can get an Uber.
No, I'll give you. I have an errand to run, so I will. Come on, I'll give you a ride home.
Okay.
There is a phone call
Or
on your landline.
oh,
Because you're old enough to have a landline.
I am.
Surprised it wasn't a fax.
Is it one of my other kids?
Telegraph.
No, You hear kind of a clicking sound,
It is a telegraph.
as if there's a call being transferred,
Okay.
and Roberta, her voice comes on briefly and says, "Mr. Carstairs, I have a call from."
Oh my god, I just got her name.
You just got her name?
I just got that her name is Roberta and she's a robot. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Continue.
There was a phone call from Miss Grindstaff to wish the team happy Thanksgiving. I thought it was best that you take this call.
Oh, yes, please.
Ooh.
Get it, Gramps?
Portal doesn't need to stick his head through anything.
Portal,
Here comes
I
the
don't
Here
see the
comes
little. I don't see the little mini portal opening behind my head that's like right beside his ear.
No.
Oh,
It's a hand-sized portal, and in my hand is a little blue pill.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna say he probably doesn't need that. I mean, he did regrow teeth.
It's true.
There's a
He has a
consequence to
stamina
this.
of 8, man.
I think he's probably good.
Oh, yikes.
Oh no, I only have a stamina of 2.
That seems appropriate for a college kid.
No living human has a stamina of 8 in the real world.
In the real world. Roberta, hold on just 1 second. Let me switch to the other line, and I'll go take it in my bedroom.
Okay.
Ooh, I bet he'll take it in his bedroom.
Hello?
Oh no.
Name of his sex tape?
Yes. So when you come on the line,
Yep.
Mary says, hello, is this Bulwark?
Yes, or Marshall, Ms. Grindstaff. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. I know that the holidays can be difficult for people in our line of work, and I just wanted to check in on you and your team and make sure that everyone had someone tonight.
Most of us do. I'm on my way to see Professor Cephalopod. But yes, my team, either with me or we all had someone, but thank you. Did you have a good holiday?
It was lovely.
Okay.
My son and my daughter were here. All of the grandkids were here. We had a very nice evening. They
Good.
just left.
My daughter's in town with my grandson, who apparently snooping in his sister's dorm room discovered
Oh,
a thing or two.
I remember when my husband found my identity.
Yes. Well, he wasn't 13, at least.
No, he was not.
But
I hope not.
That would be weird,
I hope
man.
That would be weird.
but no, we never did get to finish our conversation.
We didn't, and I still intend to collect on that rain check.
Eh?
I just wanted to check in, and
I appreciate it. Feel free to call anytime if you just. It's nice having somebody who understands this lifestyle more than I do, and who isn't 20 years old. They're all good kids, but I don't get half of what they're saying. Plus, what they fret over, it's hard not to say you don't realize how insignificant some of that truly is. But I don't want to be an ageist.
They can benefit from our wisdom.
They can.
All right.
But-
Well, I will let you enjoy your family, and
I will let you get back to yours. Thank you for calling. Have a wonderful holiday, and hopefully I will see you soon.
that would be lovely.
Yes, I love you.
It would. Thank you.
And she will hang up.
And I will hang up and
Oh, the old people flirting is so wholesome.
we come from a different time.
Yeah, Portal and I were just like, thing, girl, pretty, yes.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
No, Portal
Now
was just like
he
pretty.
is?
Portal was just like pretty. Yes.
All right. So,
When I take Peter home,
mhm.
I'm not rushing him out by any stretch, but he
Right.
does seem uncomfortable. I am going to ask him to help me down in the garage. I've got a cooler with dry ice in it. Just help me get it. Well, he doesn't need to help me get it into the car. I can do that. But after I drop him off, I will text Professor Cephalopod if he minds having company for a few minutes.
You will not receive a return text because he doesn't notice.
Oh.
Because he's pining.
Well,
He
that
is
will
become-
worry me.
He is becoming one with that TV screen.
It kind of is. And it, because it's one of those ones that is on like an arm. So it's like above the tank. So he's just reaching out from inside his,
Oh.
yeah, it's very
See, now I'm
sad.
sad.
It is a sad octopus.
It's a sad octopus. I'm so sad.
Oh, part of me really doesn't want to like walk in and embarrass him, but the fact that he's not answering bothers me a little bit. So I probably actually not knowing what else to do. Peter, can you just open a quick portal to the Octopad?
Are we within 2 miles of it?
We can be.
He's
Yeah.
he's at the tower.
Oh. Well, when we get to the tower, I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Well, we'll check the Octopad first. When he's not there, then we'll check the tower. I just want to make sure, see where Professor Cephalopod is,
Okay.
because he's not. Oh, okay. You didn't see that. Please don't mention that to anybody. You don't want him to. You don't want to embarrass Professor Cephalopod.
Is he trying to have sex with that TV?
Oh, jeez.
No,
All right.
but
So,
I
so I'm
will
just
leave. I
Marshall
will
will
leave the.
quietly. You're quietly delivering the
I will leave I will leave the cooler outside of the lab where he is, and I will text him saying, "I didn't want to disturb you. I didn't hear back from you. I figured you were in the science zone that we both know too well. I wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and bring you something. It's outside your door."
I think Portal can't resist. When he sees him lay that down, he's going to lay a box of condoms next to it.
What is he gonna put that on?
Oh no. Portal doesn't know how it works. He's not a marine biologist. He just knows you need to be safe.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Meanwhile, what are Cindy and Ethan doing anything special, or just
Ethan
Going
will take
ice
her
skating
ice
and-
skating if she wants to go. And will apologize profusely for his bad family situation.
Hey, as long as they've got something to drink there, I'm fine with ice skating.
We will have alcoholic cider warm.
warm alcoholic
Oh
or
my God.
hot alcoholic cider, mold cider?
And since obviously Ethan is not going to know how to ice skate, but Keone will definitely know how to ice skate, it becomes the opposite of the awkward date where I'm holding his hands to teach him how to ice skate.
Ethan has an athletics of 0, so yes.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say until it occurs to Ethan that he can just magnetically control his skates.
He's drunk.
Ethan's 2 brain cells are occupied at the moment.
Accurate.
They're otherwise occupied. All right.
Keone's holding his hand.
I think that's a decent place for us to take our break as everyone's evenings wrap up in various states of emotional turmoil.
Wow.
What a day.
Oh. Yeah.
I
I
love
do
it.
feel like after the last 3 episodes, we really should have a drink responsibly logo on our feed.
We really should. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and we'll be back shortly when we will pick up with our heroes at the Yellow Brick Row run.
It's gonna be great. See you all in a second.